Welcome back in one of the Bear Struggle Plays YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday. It is May 14th, and I'm back breaking out some MLB plays. We have some day games, some middle of the day games, and some night games. All day baseball tomorrow. Should be fun. Hopefully you get to watch it. The Pacers and the Cavs are playing right now if you're interested in the NBA. 89-85 with 8:48 left in the fourth quarter. Been a back and forth game. Been fun to watch if you're an NBA fan. But the MLB, not been so fun to watch tonight. 0-1 start. Not going to make this mistake again. Every time I see the under 1.5 runs, I'm immediately going to switch to the over total outs. That's the second or third time over the last 6 or 7 plays that I've had that, we've had the starting pitcher. He's done flawless, quality start, and we lose money on it. Under 1.5 runs for Spencer Schwellenbach. It was a solo shot, first bat out of the day for C.J. Abrams. Go figure. And then it was just speed. James Wood gets a walk, steals a base, ground out, and then a sac fly or a sac single for Alex Call. I think it was. No, it was Garcia. No, it was Rosario for the Nationals. So he allowed 2 runs, but he went 6+ innings. He definitely went over his total outs, and we're going to lose money on it. It really sucks. He allowed 3 total hits in the game and 2 runs. So that's a bummer. So we're going to go 0-1 there. Blue Jays are down by 3. They refused to take out Jose Barrios after the 5th inning, and it really bit him in the ass. He gave up a home run, 3 extra runs that he should not have given up. Gave up 6 in total. Shane Bass hasn't been good either. He gave up 4 runs, but it's 7-4 right now in favor of the bad guys, the Tampa Bay Rays. Royals and Astros look pretty good, 1-0 after I believe they're in the bottom of the 4th or bottom of the 5th, 1-0 in favor of the Royals. So that one looks okay. Ben Rice has not started yet. So, we could go 2-2, maybe 3-1 if the Blue Jays pull something out, but we're going to be looking at the plays for tomorrow. Let's get ourselves into FanDuel. I like both the plays for tomorrow. We're going to start. This is an interesting matchup. If you're on the member side, we're going to be talking about that one. But we're going to start with the Rangers and the Rockies for tomorrow. And we have Antonio on the mound for the Rockies. One of the worst starting pitchers this season in baseball. Coming in with also, I wanted to point this out. The Rockies this season have 3 of their – actually, let's point out that I think it's their – not Hunter Goodman, but I want to say maybe their second baseman has the best ERA on the entire team because he's been pitching in these blowout games, and he has his ERA is like a 4.4, 4.42 or something like that, and it's like one of the best ERAs on the entire team. That just goes to show how bad the starting pitching is for the Rockies. But we're going to see one of the worst arms in the MLB on the mound. 5.77 ERA. He's given up 4+ runs in 5 of the last 6 games that he's been in. He's given up no less than 7 hits in the last 3 games. He is a home run machine, a runs given up machine, 8 total home runs on the year, 31 runs, 25 of them being earned. Some pretty bad defense out there from the Rockies. But this is the most important part. 66 hits given up on the season, towards the top of the leaderboard in terms of hits given up by starting pitching this season. It's going to be him going up against Patrick Corbin. My nemesis, Patrick Corbin. Sometimes in life, you hate so much you start to love. And I might love Patrick Corbin now. We're going to go -1.5 for the Rangers. Now, it's been earned, right? He's earned it this year from me. Nationals last year, one of the worst pitchers in baseball. Actually, you could say that for Patrick Corbin over the last several years for the Nationals. How about I just tell you instead of you believing me? 5.82 ERA in 2021. This is not counting the 2020 season where it was 4.66, but 5.82 ERA 2021, 6.31 ERA in 2022, 5.20 ERA in 2023, 5.62 ERA in 2024. His WHIP was lowest over the last 5 seasons at a 1.47. He lost double-digit games in 4 consecutive years, including 19 in 2022. He has given up 100+ runs in 4 consecutive years with the Nationals. This year with the Rangers, 6 games, 2-2 record, 11 runs, 3.13 ERA, and a below 1.4 WHIP. Now, the WHIP is still not great, but Patrick Corbin is the king this year at letting people on base and then getting himself out of jams. He's done it in every single game so far this season, especially early in the year. The last 2 games, he's just been straight shoving, though. 7 innings against the Tigers, 3 hits allowed, 5 2/3 against the Mariners, 5 hits allowed, only 3 total runs given up in that span. The walks have been elevated just a little bit. He's getting a little bit too cute with those walks, getting free people on base, but he's getting himself out of these jams. He's worked a 6.75 ERA at the beginning of the season going up against the Cubs, all the way down to a 3.13. I am going to trust Patrick Corbin in this game and the Texas Rangers to jump all over the Rockies, -1.5 on the run line as the play. For the other play today, D-backs going up against the Giants is the game we're going to be looking at. Yes, here we go. Jordan Hicks on the mound for the Giants, going up against Eduardo Rodriguez for the Diamondbacks. Now, both these guys coming into this game in some pretty bad form. 6.86 ERA for Eduardo Rodriguez. I mean, that's unacceptable. And then for Jordan Hicks, basically the same thing. 5.82 ERA coming into this game. Both of these guys have given up 3+ runs in 4 of the last 5 games. For Jordan Hicks has given up 3+ runs in 5 of the last 6 games. Eduardo Rodriguez coming off one of his worst performances of the entire season. Doesn't necessarily really count because it was against the Dodgers, but he gave up 9 hits and 8 runs in 2 2/3 innings. That's not good whatsoever, but we're going to take the Diamondbacks here on the money line. I think the D-backs might struggle tonight going up against Robbie Ray. That's a lefty on the mound. If you don't know much about the Diamondbacks last year and this year, they crush right-handed pitching. That's what they do. They're one of the best teams in baseball going up against right-handed pitching. Jordan Hicks coming in this game as a righty. There's really no benefit for taking either one of these starting pitchers, which is why we're going to stay away from the first 5. But I think with the Diamondbacks bats going up against right-handed pitching, I'm going to back them in this game. Robbie Ray, obviously a lefty on the mound tonight, so I think they will struggle just a little bit going up against Robbie Ray. But for this game, no real advantage on the mound. Diamondbacks are a lot better going up against righties. You could take the over 8 sitting out there. Looks nice and juicy, but I've been screwed on these over-unders lately. So I'm going to take the Diamondbacks on the money line. Just give me the team. Give me the better team here. Give me the better bats here. D-backs money line as the second play. For the player props tonight, we're going to be taking the Tigers. And I'll tell you what, we already get a chance to correct some mistakes we made last night on Tuesday night. We're going to be taking Tariq Skubal going up against the Red Sox. We're not going to have pitching props out probably, or the outs at least, strikeouts. I mean, we should take this. We should take strikeouts. We're going to go over the 17.5 outs most likely. So that means Tariq Skubal has to give us 6 innings of work. I'm not going to make I'm not going to make the mistakes anymore of going under 1.5 runs. It's just too low of a number for starting pitcher. You can give up 2 solo shots, go 7-8 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, and be absolutely dominant, and you lose money. So we're going to go the over outs from now on unless we get it at 2.5. For a guy like Tariq Skubal going up against the Boston Red Sox, we can almost guarantee that it's going to be under 1.5, mainly because he's just been absolutely dominating. He's back into Cy Young form. Start of the season, I've talked about it a little bit, wasn't great. Over the last 3 games, 11 strikeouts against the Orioles, 8 strikeouts against the Angels, and then 12 strikeouts against the Rangers in the last game. He's given up a total of 10 hits over the last 20 innings and only 2 runs given up and 1 home run going up against the Angels. He's back to shoving. He's back to Cy Young, Tariq Skubal. 2.08 ERA now on the season with a 0.88 whip. The Cy Young whip was 0.92 with a 2.29 ERA. I mean, Tariq Skubal's been doing so well over the last 3 years. Just looking at his numbers, 2.80 ERA and an under 1 whip consistently over the last 3 years. That is a 1-1 ace if I have ever seen one for the Detroit Tigers. They got a good one there. Going to take his over 17.5 outs as the first player prop going up against the Boston Red Sox. And then for the final play of the day, we're going to go back and attack the Colorado Rockies. We're going to take Wyatt Langford of the Rockies to go over 1.5 bases. We don't have any props out. That's okay. Over the 1.5 bases, going up against Antonio. I already talked about his numbers. ERA, 5.77, the hits this season, 66 given up on the year, 9 hits given up in the last game going up against the Padres. He hasn't given up less than 6 hits in any game this year. Every single game that he's been in, he's given up 6+ hits. That's 8 games in total for him this year, giving up 6+ hits. And like I said in the breakdown, he's given up 4+ runs in 5 of the last 6 games. For Wyatt Langford, we saw some home run power finally. It was on Monday night going up against the Rockies. Finally hit a home run. He had a really good April. I think he had 5 or 6 home runs. Yeah, 5 home runs in the month of April. It's nice to see him get some pop back in that bat, hitting a home run against the Rockies on Monday night. The ops is still there, over 800 ops on the season. Slugs nearing 500 on the season as well. He's got some power in that bat. I know he does. But I'm just looking for a double in this game over the 1.5 bases. It would be nice if he hit a home run, but we just need the double. I'm just going to take him over 1.5 bases going up against the Rockies as the final play of the day. Let's go to that MLB recap graphic. We're going to take the D-backs here on the money line against the Giants. Rangers, -1.5. Going to trust Patrick Corbin with my life in this one. Tariq Skubal over 17.5 outs going up against Boston. And then Wyatt Langford over 1.5 bases going up against the Rockies as the final play of the day. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Wednesday, May 14th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please share this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.